This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Okay. Yanko Marijata ho na onhwe matches no mumai kakra. Na fi yemra meto so. Marijata,
General, my radio has a 7
vote you pa.
Yes, Yanko straight. No one question or how Obibu say some say Chelsea and answer has folk and to continue and profile almost squad near. What are the key issues are how me outline me some I think say general the better kakra the question we be call Nyankopon yard much na e bring nti na manya kwan abibie mu and the subsequent question or say so we share Chelsea game on boy na and me catch Chelsea game there na me call board no so na me start with King Faisal and then Accra has for game a call so penalty incident general a game the question na Etwagua Joshua Tete the match official original fifi or catch a player and say in fact or touch a ball no and any penalty but from my angle here you bet me so as I should be na ye di ho enkomo kakra so general first of all share how a penalty the bar has for two defenders per and at that point and Zachariah made sure say obeko for that last tackle which later no ayi ba be pick ball no but from here unu said clearly from what I see attached to the ball and that Joshua Tete was so right the ball no not any penalty so one here it was a flash incident one here I say a penalty but Zachariah had access to that ball and referee Joshua also made an indication said in fact 9 account ball no which is not penalty from what you see here there was attached to the ball so from a very close angle what shall I say no that was the last time Zachariah make that tackle no at this point now King Faisal and only possession but Zachariah making sure say obeko for that challenger it was at the last ditch of the game general around the 82nd minute and Zachariah making that tackle no man so it wasn't a penalty in my opinion the ball was so clear just as referee Joshua away from that general me moving on nama the subsequent question so I relate to Chelsea any form game you know and Obusa said Jean Felix in the game of Chelsea you know dear me who far home na dear me first of all this is an attacker or joining Chelsea general entry or more game be my Chelsea pay but look at how move we are or Jibono and that understanding with Kai Havertz. Even though Kai Havertz a position in the midst of 3 defenders for Fulham, but who said Joao Felix mentally has a connection with Kai Havertz out to me a creative ball in the man. But from this position, this is a position of creativity. So it means Joao Felix any go share, but in terms of set your creative ball no now this was the original position of Joao Felix before or movie echo box room from deep position. Asana or try any other connection from midfield. Epigenity are connected to Kai Havertz. This is another angle of Joao Felix, the gamer of body man Chelsea. And right now from here, Joao Felix is also acting as a second striker. What drop your back deep? You have about 7 players here, but Chelsea making sure say Omoro cover ball one. Why not obey outlet? And that was the position of Joao Felix. Now this is a second position and as a second striker role. So Kai Havertz in a leading line of general and a cheap no about Joao Felix. So all kind of say technically they kind of say auxiliary role. This is another situation or analyzer who say player no Kai Havertz or young winning ball in but I'll pick a space behind in terms of lose ball we are no pick the second ball. That has got to do with Joao Felix in movement, getting closer to the box. But at the time no Kai Havertz a winning ball no about pick one of the best positions around the zone 15 or getting entry into the box. So Joao Felix here is showing enormous control. Now from here, me Obika say Koulibaly and passable here I disagree because on also pass under pressure. But the first touch was poor. But to go subsequently into that tackle, no, I want to blame Joao Felix because when you poor touch, no problem. But why would you go into Kenny Tete with that tackle? Basana referee is so close and a budget record here. Don't forget of Timwa or Bano, but from where he dropped very deep for that ball and also show another side of Joao Felix or drop it by deep. But the first touch, now you're so heavy and my ball be 50-50. Why would you try to go into that tackle even though you had the first touch so poorly? But Joao Felix record on his debut for Chelsea. Now you're very frustrating. Now the other side of the game, they say Chelsea are defending Joe. This is your team. Now the position of Kepa I'll be talking about it, but why 2 defenders? penaka wachro in defensive transition. So mama can I late. And that it feels like even Fulham and I attack with about 3 players here as against 2 defenders. They are so poorly about here and so many occupy the same position. Ebasa no Chelsea. Graham Potter were Jumaye pa. So they collided and a ball no ekodi the other side of Fulham attack and a hit a bar. But the other side of the whole thing, and they said, I'll be reminding you about Kepa's position. This is so wrong with Kepa, the anticipation. And so share not only any position to save this ball. And now, fortunately, Yakupon a Chelsea doing from the second part of the game is a split quarters one-on-one situations with Willian. Now here, or you idea so much effort so Willian man the ball and I right, but the free failure. How are you blocking this ball with this unbalanced situation from a split quarter? And a ball on it because we're unbalancing a way. And no man, Willian, easy route. The other side of the game, no, why they consider this goal. So Kepa position him, the catcher why is Kepa here? And all allow Carlos Vinicius, a man and okay ball way to empty net, virtually empty net. So why did he move? Because 2 defenders and an close, you know. But there was another situation. So I can't say he is in the midst of 2 of the most experienced defenders in the Chelsea backline. Koulibaly has said Thiago Silva had. That is the position of Carlos Vinicius in the midst of the 2 of the most important players I watch for Chelsea. Omumi Enuntempe when I heard the ball in general or the tone it doesn't bode well for Graham Potter on any team. You know, that's the celebration from the goal scorer. The other side of the Chelsea team and they said, who are the receivers here? Didier Drogba attack for Chelsea in Indiana. The ball is in the final third, but who are the receivers? Who are getting entry into the box? One when an area box room a receive ball, no money now so obe pass here, yes or the bench or hold it on. Emma player obe late entry into the box, no about bench ball no. And these are some of the situations that general Chelsea pass. So look here, at the time obi a unity or baba carbon in the ashim no. The goalkeeper in Ben Leno had a very good block. And no save the ball. So even though you are here, but you are late because goalkeeper no a narrow angle no, and the ball possessor. And only at the general na Botia Chelsea a team no against Fulham and Ra. Away from that, another question is I say shooting, oka power, oka mobility, which is technically a kind of movement. Tony Yabua, Baby Jet, Ishmelado, Prince Tego, or Isaac Boache, why never choose, you know. I'll go for Tony Yabua in terms of shooting. In terms of power, in terms of movement around the box, Tony Yabua will be my number 1. Baby Jet, Asamoah Gyan, Ebetosu 2, Ishmelado, Ebetosu Miensa, Tego, and now Azebuache, Ebetosu in the 4th and 5th position respectively. But also when they are dangerous around the box, now Ishmelado is dangerous. He was so dangerous. This season, as at match day 12, say who you positionally each best player. Why not? You know, Gregory Obinsetre of Brecum Chelsea. That youngster is doing some good job for Brecum Chelsea. Lord Amwa for Brecum Chelsea, right back. Mebonidi, and then Bright Angel for Adriana Stars. On also about my left back. Now about Mpem Da Costa and Kofi Agbesima of Bechem United. After Sakuvo Free on Kofi Agbesima and Alpha Chirodi, and he's really helping Bechem United, especially as an attacking side. Omokwa on the catch now a prepare Chiroboko. Adon Frempont this season has been doing some quality job. Ewo Fifio for Adriana, David Abagina for RTU 6 and 8. Ebebomi Fifio, Steven Diu in Suatreman, having some 19 years of age. Now all boss are born in Suatreman in the first ever season in the domestic league. I think Steven Diu, Mebono, my right side. My ball, Mesaka free. 6 goals, here, top scorer this season. My other side of the attack, and then Issa Kuka of RTU, 5 goals this season. Now my boss Sefas Mante, also 5 goals for Bechem United. General, my team positionally of the season thus far. And my boss, who can replace Graham Potter as my last question? Our Chelsea, they said Luis Enrique or market, Zidane our market, Simeone Ederson our market. 3 of these managers, I think say one of them Chelsea to me a blocking or about on team no general about bomb.
Okay. Mari data na anafi Sunyan Zongo kase one can be about Caleb Amankwa also handle ball box no ananga penalty as a referee Jima Kinfaisal. Also one can
Yes, General, that's true. Even that game, Faisal and has for game no other areas I person me had much na many time I be more pa. There was another offside decision officials in Nigeria, but it was an onside. and some GTA has folk other couple of incidents. General, with the other room me, I would love to talk about and no nyame much now where there will be enough time.
Oh, okay. You see, incident I would see match no nyina no.
Sure.
Yes, Ramwa Maridata Newton Lartey. Say nyame ya adom ochna ode ni nyina enso ehonsam ebebremo. Nti the one kan ho asem a ofil so obeso ka bia no nyambo ochna ode ba ye behwe ho asem kakra e de abro.